Hi, Hudad. Welcome and take a seat. In the next couple of minutes, I will go over my presentation to help you understand why Barley, aka Finn, should and will be joining the Stumpy Brigade, presented by yours truly. If you have any questions, please hold on to them because I will be addressing every single one of them during this presentation. So without further ado, let's get started with the agenda. We'll start off with the what in the executive summary, the who in the pure bread loaf boy, and most importantly, the why in pro and con and testimonials from the brigade and our friends. So first things first, Barley, Mr. Finn, belongs in the Stumpy Brigade. In the words of our good friend Glennis, she says, "Hello and welcome to my presentation. He is staying. Thank you for coming to my presentation." And honestly, if you remember nothing else, just remember that Barley is already home. So my purebred loaf boy, Barley, he was abandoned by his people for aggression and reactivity. In the last week that we've been fostering him, we've definitely noticed that he trusts women over men. He's very hesitant with strangers, and he has his boundaries. He's very misunderstood and really just a sensitive boy looking for a family to accept him for who he is. In that family, I think it would be great for him to have a doggy friend or doggy friends to show him the way, people who understand his warning signs. "Oh, look, Puff, you messed up my bullet point." People who can work with his confidence, people who can help him set boundaries and give him words of affirmation, and people who would really let him on the furniture. As I think about that, I realize that's us. Plus, our cats love him too. I know technically he's not available for adoption yet because we haven't fully evaluated him for all his triggers, but clearly he loves it here, so he needs to stay. Are you following me so far? Great. Let's move on to the why. Here is a pro and con list I've created to help you understand exactly why Barley should stay with the Stumpy Brigade. Let's start off with the pro. As you can see here, it does not encompass all the pros I wanted to add. Unfortunately, I ran out of room. So this is what you get. Everyone loves Finn, and he loves everyone, including you, Hudad. He is fabulous, perfect, and amazing, quirks and all. He loves eating the raw food and the single ingredient treats that we give. And if he stays here, he can stay in contact with his litter mates. You might not know this, but 6, 6, is a lucky number in Chinese. It sounds like the word that means to flow, smooth, or frictionless. It basically indicates that everything will be okay. Similarly, the number 9, 9, is also a lucky number in Chinese. It sounds like the word that means everlasting and represents completeness. Finally, as you know, my mother is currently going through chemotherapy. And when I first got the news, Ben was there to help me get through it. He understood what I needed, and he came over from the other side of the house, and for the first time, he put his front paws on the furniture, on the couch, to check if I was okay. And that honestly was such a connection for me that really made me emotional. Sorry, I need a moment. Sorry, all right. Back to the presentation. And then obviously for the con, we will get more fur, which I don't think is a really I don't think it's a problem for us because I shed, we shed, everybody sheds. Sorry. Refocusing. All right. For the con, obviously there will be extra fur, but that's not a problem because everyone here already shed so much, including you and I. There's definitely going to be an extra cost associated to food, vet care, training, etc. But that's going to be okay as well. The only thing that I see as a real con here is the fact that we don't have enough hands to pet everyone. But I think that's going to be okay as well because, one, all our dogs and cats are very strong, independent animals. And one of our helpful friends actually reminded us that, hey, that's what feed's for. And then moving on to testimonials from the Brigade, Mocha honestly accepted him from day one. She said, hey, I thought he was already a permanent member. What's the problem? Chai basically said, he's all right. I want to sniff his butt, but he can't sniff mine. Toffee said, ha, you think he's aggressive. Obviously, you haven't met me. Pepper said, I love him, I love him, I love him. Nagi says he's the tail that I never knew I needed. Chi said, oh, he let me rub against him. He's mine now. Miso said, oh, he's my ginger brofer from another mother, so obviously he has to stay. And Boss Puff, ho ho, she says he has my approval. He's hired. Here is a selection of the testimonials from our friends and the reasons why they think Finn should stay with the Stumpy Brigade. There are so many great comments, but since we're both nerds, I know the one with 6 Stumpies coming together to form Megazord is the one that resonates the most with you. And feel free to read through every single one of them because, again, they carry the feelings and affirmation from our friends as to why Finn is already home. To end our presentation, Finn is already home. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. As you can see, Barley is already home. Also, my mom says to tell you, happy wife, happy life. And your response is, yes, 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 woo! Oh, and then there's one more thing I need to show you. At Mariko's request, I added this crack slide because she said I have enough fur kits to start a basketball team. And I told her that obviously Mocha is the coach because she's queen. She doesn't do any work. And you and I are the assistants. Obviously, Pepper is the center because she loves her ball time. Also, you need to see this because I spend way too much time on this. All right. Thank you for listening. Bye.